Okay, so let's take a look at what RingCentral will bring to your Microsoft Teams experience. So I'm going to launch Microsoft Teams here in the desktop mode first. You can see I have all of my conversations on the left-hand side, in ongoing conversation on the right-hand side here, and I have a RingCentral icon. Now, the first time you utilize this, you may not see this yourself. So if you go to Apps here, click on the plus for the apps, either here or on the three dots, and then we can just type RingCentral. So this should already be added by your IT team, but you can install it, and then you'll see that it appears here just as an extra application. You can pin this as well, so you might want to pin it so that it is there and easy to handle, so you can move it up and down where you want it to be. And then when we're in the application, what it is essentially doing is extending voice services into your Teams environment. So I can see I've got my dial pad here. I have the option to call various different people, make an external call if I want to, so I can just type away here. And when I make an outbound call, that is going to bring a extra just little pop-up there. This is the RingCentral app working in the background. It is a little application that your IT team will also install, just facilitating the voice. You'll see when I'm on a call here, I have all of the options I would expect. If I just minimize that, you'll see it's also showing within the Teams application. I can also just go back to my chat if I want to, and then go back to RingCentral, and we can see that call is still there. So we hang that up. You can see I have my phone history here. I have any voicemail, any recordings. I can also utilize my heads-up display. So here I can see Graham is not available, for example. All of my other colleagues are, so I could make an internal call nice and easily through this as well. We also have settings here, so you can go in and you can decide whether you're going to accept queue calls. So this is if you're part of a call group, essentially, and your other settings. And we'll just come in here and we can say what you want this to do. Any numbers that you block, what your call waiting will be, what your hold music will be. You will individualize this however you want to, realistically. You can choose your own music or something custom, and you can change the various different settings here. So let's reverse that call and bring that back in to my user, and we'll see what this looks like on the desktop. So here we have that call. Again, I just get a pop-up advising me that this call has come through. I answer that, and then we're connected away. So again, I have the options here to mute, to start dialing things, to add another person. So for example, I could add Graham, but we know he's not available, for example. So I could instead add Rhonda, and you can see she is showing as available. One thing you might notice when RingCentral is first installed within your Teams is you will have a chat conversation with RingCentral. This is to a RingCentral bot, and it will notify you when you have missed calls, for example, when you have voicemails. You can't interact with this bot though, so you'll see it here. It will be in your conversation history, but you won't actually interact with anything. It just launches or sends you into the RingCentral app itself. So don't worry, it'll appear, and then once you've had a few conversations with your colleagues, you'll probably likely never see it again. So let's take a look at this from a perspective of a mobile user. If I launch Microsoft Teams here, you can see I have all of my conversations, and down the bottom I have the RingCentral icon. This is because I've installed the RingCentral app on my Teams device as well. And I've just moved that app into view. You can see I have all of my call history here. Everything that we saw on the desktop is now available to us on the mobile app. So I can click on Rhonda and we can make a call to Rhonda. So we have our call ongoing here to Rhonda. And what this has done is in the background, it's opened up the RingCentral app again to facilitate that. Everything that you saw on the desktop is available to me here. So I can add another user to this call. I can see their status as well. And I can go back and escalate this to video, for example, if I wanted to.